Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive leader, of course, Matt Ryan, the former Boston College Eagle.
This past offseason was one where the Atlanta organization continued to build around their quarterback, Matt Ryan, because he can still throw the rock. Fifth in the NFL in passing yards.
We'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
Field goal, a 29-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
3, Raiders nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, they only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one... Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Josh Jacobs, who won a national title with Alabama, on this field. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there. And about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Running is Jacobs. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
He was brought down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 45 on second down. option here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Carr. Aguilar has it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
First down.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From the 36, Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 36 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
For 1st and 10 at their own.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right?
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now Jones. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete to Darren Waller.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he's caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brought down by Deion Jones.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and a yard, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs there to make the grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders.
Falcons 10. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Todd Gurley heading back out along with the rest of the Atlanta offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think they would...
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
It's a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Carr on the bootleg. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A first down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
First down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game.
It's caught inside the 25. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
It's complete left side to Aguilar. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a pickup of 6.
To throw again on second down. Carr.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Off the bootleg. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. This pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from the veteran QB, Derek Carr. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Sterling Hawkwood.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Now Jones. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything.
And he almost almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Now Carr. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Recovered by the receiving team.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now Jones. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, that was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
17. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And that last drive, down. Here's Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
And I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Carr to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Carr gives to Richard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And now they find themselves trapped. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So Carr and the Raiders now down 31-27. A minute 56 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
The 1-yard line.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Tonight's final score.
Bill Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line, oh, that was fun.